Dun 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 dun. Alright, that's enough of that. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, or as I like to call it, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom, emphasis on dumb, get it? The Empty Skull, or maybe that should be Empty Skulls. The Empty Skulls of George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. Now, I don't mean to insult either of these guys. Steven Spielberg is a very good director, and George Lucas, he's got a cool beard. So, without further ado, the top 10 worst moments in Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Number 10, the weak opening.
We have the Paramount Mountain, and then it's a little hill, and then a golfer comes out, and then a car nearly hits the golfer, and they're playing Elvis, and hey, there's some army guys, and where is Indiana Jones? I mean, I know that all this stuff is supposed to be building to the moment when Indiana Jones finally appears, but that doesn't give it an excuse to be this boring and pointless. Also, what's with the lazy title screen? And I know that there are those of you who are going to say, oh, distressed watcher, you're just nitpicking again. Yeah, okay, fine, I'm nitpicking. That's why it's number 10. Number 9, no iconic moments. The first 3 Indiana Jones films are rife with iconic moments. The giant boulder. I mean, that boulder has been parodied by everything from Weird Al to the Muppet Babies. That boulder permeated every aspect of our culture. A giant rock rolling down a hill is part of our collective consciousness. Even if you've never seen Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, you know that fucking boulder. Or what about the scene where that plane's propeller cuts that guy into ribbons? Or what about the scene where the Nazis open the Ark of the Covenant and they melt? Or in Temple of Doom, that guy who tears your heart out through your chest? Or in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, there's that scene where Indy throws that Nazi off of the Zeppelin. And then he points out the window and says, "No ticket." My long and rambling point is this. All of the Indiana Jones films are full of iconic moments that have permeated every fiber of the zeitgeist, okay? But this movie, no, not so much. And you can't really blame the movie for not having some definitive great moment, because it's not like you can plan for that sort of thing. It just happens organically. But still, you really feel like something is missing. Number 8, that didn't even connect. Now, don't get me wrong, the action sequences in this movie are, for the most part, pretty good. But the fight scenes are ridiculous. They look absurd. Because every punch looks like it's a mile away from the person who supposedly got hit by it. I've seen WWE wrestling matches that look more authentic than that. Number 7, highly magnetic. Okay, apparently the writers of Indiana Jones have no idea how magnets work. Now, if you're dealing with some highfalutin science like quantum physics or something like that, then you can pretty much make shit up and no audience is going to catch it. But you can't lie to us about the properties of magnets. We know what magnets do. We know how they attract objects. They don't work like this.
The contents of that box are highly magnetized. I need gunpowder. You want my help? Or not?
Don't toy with me, Dr. Jones. What is the point of all this?
If it's still magnetic, metal in this gunpowder should point the way.
And I have no choice at this point but to play that stupid fucking ICP clip, so just go ahead.
Water, fire, air, and dirt. Fucking magnets, how do they work? Fucking magnets, how do they work?
Number 6, Indy settles down. I guess I probably shouldn't get upset about Indiana Jones settling down and getting married, but I am. I'm really upset. I don't want my Indiana Jones married. He's supposed to be single. He's supposed to be fucking a new woman every week. I am settled down, therefore I don't want him to be. He is my egotistical male fantasy. He goes on adventures and he kicks people's asses and he gets new pussy. Every week, new pussy, new pussy, new pussy, new pussy, new pussy. I don't want him to have a wife, especially not a wife that's age appropriate for him, because, ew. Number 5, Indy rides on the back of the motorcycle? What the fuck is going on? Indiana Jones does not ride on the back of a motorcycle, especially not if another man is driving. Maybe if there was a chick driving and he could cop a feel, he would ride on the back. But if he is on a motorcycle and there's another person on the motorcycle, he is the one driving. I don't care if that person has driven a motorcycle every day since birth. Indiana Jones is an instant expert at any vehicle that he comes across. That includes the motorcycle, so I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's fucking stupid. George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, you do not understand your own character. Okay? Number 4, what the fuck is Cate Blanchett doing? I don't know what's faker, Cate Blanchett's accent in this movie or Cate Blanchett's hair in this movie. What the fuck is Cate Blanchett even doing in this movie? Cate Blanchett, let me explain something to you about you. You are a classy actress that appears in highfalutin dramas and shit. You do not belong in an Indiana Jones movie. And I don't understand how it is that you're the one accomplished dramatic actor in this movie. Okay, I mean, Harrison Ford has been good in some dramatic roles, but that's not what he's known for. And yet you're nearly the worst actor in the whole damn thing. It's obvious that they gave you a big fucking pile of money and you said, okay, I'll do whatever you want, I don't care how ridiculous it is. Number 3, refrigerators are nuclear proof. At one point in the movie, Indiana Jones is about to be destroyed by a giant nuclear explosion. He avoids this by hiding in a refrigerator. Let's assume for a second that the refrigerator is not entirely decimated by this nuclear explosion. He would not survive being flung hundreds of feet through the air and crashing violently and horribly to the ground to land in a tumble. I mean, look, Indiana Jones has survived some improbable shit in the past. But this is fucking ridiculous! No one survives this, ever, under any circumstances! If you want a character to survive something like this, they'd better goddamn well be a superhero. A radioactive spider bit them at some point, or they were born on another planet, and the sun gives them magical powers. That is the only fucking explanation for why anyone would be able to survive a nuclear explosion by hiding in a fucking refrigerator. Any character who you expect us to believe is just a normal human being with normal human physiology cannot survive a nuclear explosion, even by ridiculous action movie standards. That is fucking stupid. Number 2, Shia LaBeouf. Has this kid ever been in a good movie? No. And the fact that the whole movie hints at the idea that Shia LaBeouf is going to be the next Indiana Jones, that he's like just as good as Harrison Ford and just as cool, and he rides a motorcycle, and he's just like his dad, always getting into some shit, always ready for a scrap, always ready for some new adventure. He even almost puts on the hat at the end of the movie. Luckily, Harrison Ford grabs it out of his hands and says, "You ain't ready yet, bitch." But you know what? He ain't ever going to be ready, because he's Shia LaBeouf, and he fucking sucks. He sucks no matter what. He universally, 100% absolutely sucks in everything he's ever been in and everything he ever will be in. And if he ever wins an Academy Award and blows us away and proves that he's a really great actor, I will personally get on camera and commit seppuku. I'm willing to do that. Because I know that it's not going to fucking happen. He sucks. He's fucking horrible. Why would you put him in anything? Why do directors keep putting him in their movies? It makes no sense to me. Number 1. Aliens? Fucking aliens? Aliens. Can you believe this, Toshiro? Can you believe this, Marilyn Manson? Can you believe this, Ray Ayanami? Can you believe this, Conan the Barbarian? Fucking aliens! In an Indiana Jones movie! Why? 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 Why would that... It's unfathomable! It's truly unfathomable how anyone thought this was a good idea! Okay, I mean, there's always been supernatural elements to the Indiana Jones movies. The first movie had the Ark of the Covenant and all those fucking spooky ghosts come out and kill the Nazis. And, you know, there was some weird voodoo type shit going on in the Temple of Doom, and then Last Crusade, they had the Holy Grail and the Invisible Bridge and all that shit. But that takes place in a world of fantasy. And this interdimensional being alien shit, that is a total sci-fi convention. It's like if there's a fire-breathing dragon in space that attacks the USS Enterprise. It makes no fucking sense! It's just... One of these things is not like the others. One of these things doesn't fucking belong. Aliens. In